Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always. What do we got today?
Well, today we're heading to the Indian subcontinent. We're looking at the Great Indian Bustard.
Ah, fascinating bird. Critically endangered, right?
Yeah, really in trouble. We got some research articles, conservation reports, the whole 9 yards.
Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us.
Let's jump right in. I think what first grabbed my attention just reading about these birds is just how big they are.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at a bird that can reach over a meter tall.
It's like taller than my dog.
And the weight? Some of these guys, upwards of 15 kilograms?
Hold on, 15 kilograms. That's heavier than a bowling ball.
Yeah, some individuals are even heavier, actually. Nature's pretty impressive, huh?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Our sources were describing the male bustards, and talk about a fashion statement.
Yeah, they're quite striking.
Black crown, pale neck.
Brownish body, those wings with the black and brown and gray. Beautiful birds.
So where do these runway models hang out?
They make their home in the arid and semi-arid grasslands of the Indian subcontinent.
Right, so I'm picturing wide open spaces.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And these grasslands are really something special. They've got these really extreme temperatures
Oh, I bet.
and unpredictable rainfall. Not the easiest place to make a living. But the Great Indian Bustard, it's evolved to thrive in these conditions.
Pretty amazing adaptation. Are they social birds?
Actually, they're pretty solitary for most of the year.
Loners, huh?
Yeah, except during the breeding season, of course. And then in winter, you might see them forming flocks.
Maybe they just don't like big holiday gatherings.
Huh. Maybe so. But speaking of challenges, we have to talk about the threats these birds are facing. And it's pretty serious stuff.
Yeah, our sources paint a pretty grim picture.
Well, the most urgent issue is habitat loss.
Right, their home is literally disappearing.
It is. And one of the biggest culprits is converting these grasslands for agriculture.
So like farms and fields and such.
Exactly. And it's having a devastating impact. The research we're looking at here, it says something like 70% of their historical range has been affected.
Wow, that's huge.
It is. And then, of course, there's hunting.
Oh, right.
What?
Still a problem, even though it's illegal.
Unfortunately, yes. And another big one, power lines.
Ah, yeah, they can get hit by those, right?
Exactly. These birds, they're large, they fly at certain heights. Collisions are a real danger, and that often means electrocution.
It's like they can't catch a break.
There are also threats from vehicles, especially with roads and traffic expanding into their habitat.
So like roadkill, basically.
Sadly, yes. It's a tough situation.
But there's some good news, right? There are people out there trying to help.
Oh, absolutely. There are some amazing conservation efforts underway.
Okay, that's good to hear. So what's working?
Well, one major strategy is habitat protection.
So like setting aside land specifically for the bustards?
Right. Creating protected areas, sanctuaries where they can thrive without these threats.
Makes sense. What about those power lines? Anything being done there?
Yeah. They're installing these things called bird diverters.
Diverters. What are those?
They're basically markers that make the lines more visible to the birds, reducing the risk of collisions.
So the birds can actually see them and avoid them.
Yep. And in some places, they're even putting power lines underground.
Oh, wow. So the birds can't hit them at all.
Exactly. It's much more effective. But it's expensive, so it's not always feasible.
Right? I imagine conservation work can be, well, costly.
Absolutely. It's a constant challenge.
But I was reading about this community in Rajasthan, and they're actually protecting bustard nesting sites themselves.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're keeping an eye out, educating others.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring. It really shows that community engagement is so important.
It really is. And there are all sorts of awareness programs going on to educate people about the Great Indian Bustard, why they matter, how to live alongside them peacefully.
Yeah, it's like we can all play a part, right?
Exactly. Even small things can make a difference.
Spreading awareness, supporting conservation organizations.
Absolutely. Every little bit counts.
So for everyone listening, this isn't just about saving one species of bird.
Right. It's about understanding that everything is connected.
Losing one species, it can have a ripple effect on the whole ecosystem.
Exactly. And that's why protecting biodiversity is so crucial. It's about the health of the entire planet, really.
Well said. The Great Indian Bustard, it's facing an uphill battle. But there's still hope. We've seen that there are amazing people doing incredible work to protect them. It makes you wonder, what does the future hold for this magnificent bird? What other solutions are out there waiting to be discovered? I think that's something worth pondering. Thanks for joining us today on this deep dive, everyone. It's been an eye-opener for sure.
Agreed. Until next time.